Hey, this is Josh with New Review, coming at you with a new review of the last part of Season 2 of Shadowhunters. The last three episodes kind of just mash all into one as time goes on. Um, the first one is after Max, uh, uh, who is Alec and Isabella's little brother, gets knocked out by Jonathan. They're trying to do everything they can to heal him. They bring in a silent brother and a warlock, Magnus, to try to heal him. Those both don't go over well. So they start to look for Jonathan because they figure he's probably the one who did it. He's probably here looking for the mortal mirror. Um, and so they're trying to figure out a way to find him, capture him. Of course, the audience knows that Sebastian is Jonathan, um, they're looking for him, and Jace goes to help guard the mortal mirror and fight scene because Jonathan tricks Jace into going to the Lightwoods because it's purported that Max died, and Jace is going to comfort his parabatai. Um, Alec and his family, but Jonathan uses this to kill the guard and get the mortal mirror, or what he thinks is the mortal mirror. Um, they also figure out a way to test for Jonathan is anyone leaving the Institute. They have him touch part of Izzy's whip, which is made of a substance that burns demons, or demon blood, basically just burns demons. Um, So as Jonathan is leaving, they use it, and he's proven to be Jonathan. So that's leads to another interesting set of events that lead to the mortal mirror seemingly being destroyed, which is kind of confusing because a mortal instrument shouldn't be destroyed. Really can't be destroyed, but that's what it appears. Um, and during this time, the Sealy Queen is capitalizing on the fact that the Shadowhunters lied about where the Soul Sword was, because they said that they had it, but actually someone else has it. It's Jonathan who had it, and by extension Valentine, because they started working together by then. Um, the Sealy Queen capitalizes on that, uses that to her advantage to kind of try to create a breakaway so that they can protect themselves, which is completely reasonable. So they do their part to. She is doing her part to create an alliance with the Downworlders, and Luke doesn't want to do it. Magnus seems to be a little bit more ambivalent towards the point of wanting to do it, and it's understandable. He was lied to by someone who said would be honest with them. Also, he was dating at the time, so that brings up some complications. Adding to this, Jace then gets kidnapped in the next episode while they're searching for Jonathan, and they get into and long story short, they get into a fight. He seemingly kills Jonathan, and this is while they're chasing Valentine, trying to find him to stop him from completing his plan to destroy all of the Downworld, because he thinks anything with demon blood is evil and needs to be destroyed. To that end, he creates berserkers out of mundanes who have runes put on them, and kind of that drives them insane, and they are used as a distraction. Um, and so a bunch of mundanes have to be killed because there's no going back once a mundane gets a rune put on them. Um, and during this time, Alec and Magnus break up because Magnus goes with the Sealy Queen, and they create a barrier to stop portals from being made out, and blocks all angel-blooded individuals from leaving the city. So that creates a problem getting to Idris, which is where Lake Lynn is, which is also the mortal mirror, which is what it actually is. They figure that out. Um, Eventually, the Sealy Queen makes a deal with Valentine to get him to Idris so that he can do his thing. And then that leads into the final episode of a bunch of demons coming out of nowhere, seemingly. And so Shadowhunters have to deal with that. Um, and so they have to find the portal that they're coming out of, which is where Jonathan washed up. He opened the portal himself, and he was brought into that portal, and we see him at the end being approached by a demonic individual who appears to be female, and he calls Mother, so that's a little weird. However, to deal with the problems in Idris, Clary creates a portal to Idris that seems to get around everything. Um, and they fight a bunch of Shadowhunters, including the Council, who named after the Roman political rank, um, who seem to have joined Valentine. Um, they end up killing him and his personal guard or whatever it is, and they try to kill Valentine, who kills Jace, and is about to get his wish fulfilled by Raziel. But then Clary kills him and wishes that Jace was alive, um, and that works out. Another thing that works out is Magnus and Alec reconcile, because they have Magnus close the portal for the demons. Of course, all the demons disappear and they don't know why. And the episode they hooked up with Jonathan. Yeah, that was the end of the season. It just got more and more climactic. I didn't really do it justice because it's been a while since I saw those episodes. Um, but next season should be interesting with how it goes. I did not read the books. People who have probably know where it's going, with some minor differences here and there. But it was an interesting season. Very good fight scenes. As Josh with New Review signing off.